All right, so your underlying energy, guys, is the Six of Cups. So this could be somebody coming from the past. This could be about someone from the past. This could be about a past life relationship, karmically. This could also indicate that there is some sort of connection that you may feel that's very similar, or you may have known this person for forever, but they may be a new couple. This also is a soulmate energy here that we're looking at here. Underneath here, you have the Wheel of Fortune with that. So that's another major arcana. So there's a change in luck in regards to a certain past connection that you may have. So for a lot of you guys, you know, that you're reconnecting with your exes, this is another opportunity for you guys to kind of reconnect, to start things over, I feel. Cycle is repeating itself, and you have a new perspective to accompany it. Now, this explains why the King of Swords is in your advice, especially with the Wheel of Fortune there. Now, let me go ahead and just adjust a little bit here. If you guys want to know the cards I used, they're in the description box below as well. Okay, so current state of being, y'all, you have the Temperance card. So there is some moderation here. You guys are taking it slow, taking it easy, managing things, or trying to manage things right now. You guys are, doing the best you can, managing yourself, just kind of doing you while allowing the universe to do what it do, okay? Which is really just talking about allowing divine timing to work, allowing that divine timing to handle its portion of the deal while you handle your portion of the deal, which is just making sure that you're happy, making sure that your vibes are and the right peak and everything's at peace, and it's pretty much serene and calm in your life. But this is also talking about taking some time out, slowing your roll, taking it easy, right? So I feel like there is this taking it easy energy, or you guys are just kind of doing what you guys are doing, pretty much just balancing your life out. Now, where you guys want to be is strength. You guys want to, I feel like you guys want to overcome a certain situation where you guys have had to use your inner strength, of feeling where feeling as if you don't have it already. I feel like you guys want to gain more confidence and be very confident in any situation that comes your way. You can hit, that hits you, you can handle it. But I do also get the feeling that you guys want to be done and out with a certain situation. Like you guys want to complete a certain situation so that way you don't have to feel like you're constantly struggling, because the strength card can be a struggle. But for a lot of you guys, this could also mean that you guys want to express yourself in a very natural form. You guys want to be more expressive emotionally. Okay, you may want to tap into your animalistic side rather than that human calm side, because it's been bottled up for so long. Okay, because when you utilize strength, you are utilizing the human portion of yourself to keep the the beast in check. So I feel like you guys want to purge, you guys want to express yourself. You guys are balancing things out right now, keeping things calm, keeping things centered, but there's a piece of you that just wants to just explode. Now with Uranus going into Taurus, I can understand that, right? That's your ruling planet going into a new sign. Y'all want to purge as well. And I feel like kind of having to remain calm, having to do all these things, yeah, it's great and all, because you're trying to manifest whatever you're trying to manifest, allow divine time to do its thing, but at the same time, you guys want to be able to just express and feel the way you want to feel. Now, the reason why you aren't able to do that at this time is because of the Four of Wands. Perhaps in regards to certain situations where there is the Six of Cups in your life right now, so soulmate energy, somebody that's from the past possibly, you are not in a place of commitment right now. You're not even in a place of stability. There's no grounded energy here at this time, or you haven't reached the plateau of the journey where you guys can begin to blossom and branch off of and begin to build more off of. I feel like you haven't even gotten to the Four of Wands yet with this person, and it's because somebody's been focusing a lot on work, focusing on things, I feel like really focusing on financial stuff, focusing on building something. So this could be you guys could be really focusing career-wise, and you're not really looking at the emotional aspect of it. You guys are just like, okay, so I have things I have to fix in myself, doing my thing, focusing on myself. But you haven't gotten to a place where you guys can actually celebrate where you guys are. I feel like maybe there hasn't been a lot of celebration, just constant work, constant, diligent hammering away at stuff, and you're just not giving yourself a proper you're not even recognizing that you have come so far. Okay, let me go ahead and actually quickly pull for that Four of Wands to see what exactly that means, right? Okay, and the card you have here, Strength. Goodness gracious, you have two. Oh wow, all right, two of the same cards in the same deck now. All right. Strength is coming up. well, the Four of Wands is blocking you because of this inner strength. Passion. There's not a lot of passion where you guys are. There's a lot of managing, doing the best you can, hammering away, focusing on stuff. But where's the passion? That's what I'm seeing here. There's a lack of passion here. Like, you're not, well, not like lack of passion. I feel like you have a lot of it, but there's just not a chance to purge. And again, this confidence thing is coming up. This is a two, kind of a three actually. Confidence here, right? The Fool represents confidence in a way, because he allows, he takes a chance. He goes out and he, experiences life. That's a bit of confidence in yourself to be able to know that you can handle whatever comes your way. The Magician, he requires confidence to manifest the things that he wants to manifest. Strength. Confidence in yourself to be able to get through a difficult situation, to get through a situation that may not be the easiest. Now, I feel like you guys have been working really hard right here. Let me go actually pull for why you have the Eight of Pentacles there, because maybe things will kind of sum up and make more sense there. Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles. Why do they have the Eight of Pentacles as the reason why the Four of Wands is blocking them from strength? The Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords. Why the Ace of Swords? Oh my God, the Eight of Pentacles. Wow. So you guys have a new perspective. So you guys have been working on a new perspective. So your concentration, everything that you've been putting into is building on a new perspective, starting something new. I think you guys have been really working really hard on work, really focusing diligently on work, coming up with new ideas, coming out with new ways of doing something in regards to your work. But with that being said, you haven't gotten yourself, allowed yourself time to really celebrate how far you've accomplished. And really, you've been pushing and pushing and pushing and pumping stuff out, pumping new ideas out, pumping new things out that you haven't really been focusing on. You haven't been really, focusing on the stuff that you've been managing, right? So you don't really have a stable place, or you haven't really extended from that place yet. Because I don't know if you feel necessarily confident yet. You've reached that place. You've reached the Four of Wands, or this could be that what's blocking you actually is the Four of Wands. What's blocking you is that you may not feel as though you've reached a place of stability within yourself. Like, you may not have reached that, you may have not gotten to that place where you can be like, okay, yeah, I'm pretty good here for a little bit. Because the Four of Wands is not some place that you stay, but it's, as far as your love life goes, I feel like you've been working really hard on a new perspective, but you haven't gotten to a place where you feel secure enough to be like, hey, okay, I'm stable here. That's what it's telling me. And I feel like with your advice, it kind of makes sense here with the King of Swords. It's indicating that you have the knowledge and the know that you need to kind of be able to get you to the Four of Wands, right? And I feel like you have the intellect in yourself already. Like, you have the perspective, and it's time for you to utilize that perspective, especially with the Wheel of Fortune coming up with the Six of Wands underneath. That's talking about you already knowing you already have the perspective there. You already have that. So I don't know what you're constantly diligently working at. Maybe you're just focusing on work so much because you're not really wanting to have a relationship right now. Maybe you don't want a relationship. Maybe there is where you want to express your passion is something more intimate and more deep, and you don't really want to express that necessarily in a public forum like work. Maybe you want to have something like that in a relationship, but you don't trust yourself, or you don't really have the confidence to go into a relationship, or to have some sort of commitment that's more close-knit and individual, like a relationship. So that could be that too. But you have this knowledge here already. It's telling you to be the King of Swords, which is Aquarius. Being an Aquarius, maybe you have to logically look at the situation and see where you may be blocking yourself. Because I feel like the thing that's keeping you from being able to get to the Strength card, to being able to purge your passions, is your ability to settle down and just kind of see how far you've accomplished. Because you're still working and pumping out new ideas, and maybe you're not satisfied with how far you've come. Maybe you're not satisfied with where you are. So you're constantly doing things, and you're constantly pushing yourself, and it's endurance that you're pushing yourself. So I don't really see strength as that necessarily a difficult energy. I just feel like it's constantly pushing. It's almost like an exercise. It's a brain work. It's a constantly pushing things out, and you're manifesting out this at the same time because you're focusing on what you're doing. Okay, let me go ahead and pull. Why is the King of Swords the advice for them? Why is the King of Swords the advice for Aquarius? Because of the Five of Cups. So yeah, shifting your focus from what's lost to what can be gained from whatever you have left. So I feel like you have the perspective necessary to move or shift your focus from what you don't have to what you can gain. And I feel like maybe you're doing a lot or compensating at work, overcompensating at work because there is something that you feel is lacking, or maybe it's because you're, trying to shift the energy that you have of something lost away from having a relationship with somebody, or that this could be that you're putting all your hard work and all your concentration into work, but you don't see that there is a relationship still there that you can still build off of, right? So this explains the Six of Cups. Maybe something was lost in the past, something that was very near and dear to your heart, but the relationship somewhat is still there. It's just going to require you a lot of strength to overcome, to get to this place. Perhaps you have strength in certain areas. You want to be strong. You want to be brave. But then at the same time, you don't feel that bravery now to be able to be in a relationship with the person of the past. Maybe that's the situation. Okay. Maybe that's going to require you to feel like, to feel strong enough and to know that, to know your truth and speak your truth. I think that's probably what it is. Speak your truth about what you feel to reconnect with the person of the past, possibly. Now, in your feelings, you guys have the Four of Cups. So the Four of Cups is talking about waiting for an offer, or maybe you guys have received an offer, but you guys feel stuck. You guys are at the Four of Cups, feeling apathetic, bored, and nothing is happening. And that sucks because, you guys are Aquarius. You're very similar to Sagittarians. You guys are very quick to get bored and stuff. So when the Four of Cups comes up, you guys are very bored, very apathetic. Things are just stagnant and you're not sure how to handle it. You're not really sure what to do about this energy. Okay, but there is somebody that's offering a cup to you, right? Or you have offered a cup to them, but there's this place of waiting and it's just driving you nuts. Temperance and Four of Cups go hand in hand sometimes in a weird way, because this is talk about patience and moderating and keeping things balanced, and this one is like waiting and just kind of figuring out what the hell they're going to do with the Three Cups when the option available to them is right there. So I feel like you're constantly, maybe you feel like you're waiting so long for an option that you've been wanting for quite a long time, and a new love. Maybe you guys have been waiting for that. So you've been keeping the Three Cups entertained, but you haven't been able to get what you wanted out of it. Now for your hopes and fears, you guys have the Fool. So you guys may want to start fresh, start something new, but then at the same time, it's really scary to take that leap of faith and going out there and trying something different. So for a lot of you guys could be feeling that you're ready to go ahead and start something new. You're ready to go ahead and spread your wings and experience life and do something differently. But at the same time, like I said, taking that risk is very scary. It's a very daunting task. And it's going to require you guys to be brave, which I feel like that part where you feel like you're stable, I don't think you're in a place of stability at this time to be able to feel like you can branch off and you can experiment or experience something new, because you don't have a foundation yet. Okay, now in your outcome, you have the Magician here. So the Magician is coming up, pretty much talking about manifestation. It's communication in a sense as well, because and also it's confidence. Very importantly, you have 3 cards here that indicate 4 cards here now that indicates confidence. So I feel like I don't think you have a confidence issue. I do think that it is about it is about bravery in a sense, and connecting with your passionate side. Let me go ahead and quickly clarify strength here. Why is strength their goal? What do you mean by strength being in their goal? The Wheel of Fortune. There we go again. Wow. Okay. So you want a second time around and to actually be able to handle it, I feel like. So yeah, strength, confidence to manifest. And you have the ability and have everything that you need at this point in the outcome to manifest what it is that you want. It's just about believing that you can get what you want and knowing that you can get what you want. That's going to be able to get you to where you want to be. But at the same time, it's something here with this four of wands. Like, you just don't feel stable. You don't feel like you're at that place yet to be able to manifest where you want to be, because you feel like you're not confident, or you're not strong enough, or you're not brave enough to deal with it. But I feel like at the same time, You know that you are ready, but you don't know that you're ready. It's a kind of one of those things. You've been working so hard. You've been you've been developing some new, new ways of thinking. You guys have been focusing a lot on work, but it's an empty feeling when you don't have love, or when it's an empty feeling when you are just doing everything in regards to work, but not putting something back in your personal life. So I feel like intimately, you want a connection with somebody. Six of Cups here, something from the past. I feel like it's always like a constant cycle where you're having to kind of look at it and go, okay, well, I've done this already, I've done this already. But there are certain experiences that you may not have because it involves you to fall in love for some of you guys. So let me go ahead and pull you guys your Romance Angels card. Very interesting reading, Aquarius, not Sagittarius. You may want to watch your Sagittarius reading then, because I keep bringing them up. So, Sagittarius is the first card that you get, other than the underlying energy. So that's very interesting in itself. So yeah, check out Sagittarius, and also possibly check out Capricorn, because their stuff is crazy, and I know you all have some stuff that's linked between you and a Capricorn. You guys have had that situation for like about a couple of years now. It's very interesting. Now, for you guys, in regards to your love lives with Romance Angels, what do they need to know? This is the card that you will receive. Children. Goodness. Your love life is being affected by children. So projects, it could be literal children. Maybe the experience that you guys are missing out on is starting a family. But I really feel like your love life is being affected by the projects that you guys start, the work that you put in. You guys are not putting a lot of focus in your love life. You're putting a lot of focus on the work that you do, because you got the Eight of Pentacles twice to clarify the Eight of Pentacles that's coming up in the past. It's a lot of work that's being done, work in the practical sense. So you've been doing a lot of practical stuff, building a career, which is not a bad thing. But as far as your love life goes, like, you're not able to really necessarily, I feel like what you guys want is the connection of the past, and you're compensating this for the work that you're doing, but it's going to require you to look at yourself and really see how far you've actually come, because I don't really feel like you've seen that, how much you've matured, how much you've changed, how much you've developed, and how much perspective that you've gained in the past, how much you've gained from the amount of time that you spent working so much. I feel like you've gained some new perspective in yourself to be able to look past the loss and begin to manifest the connection of the connection that you have with somebody. It's a hard one. Okay, let's see what the Whispers of Love has to say for you guys this week. True love. Wow. That's amazing. True love. This love is a once-in-a-lifetime love. So maybe you and this person haven't been... You haven't been together for a little bit. The Wheel of Fortune is coming out as a second chance. So I feel like right now it's just going to require you to remain patient. Remain patient and hold steady. Hold steady. Okay, I feel like there's a lot of work that you've been doing financially. It's just not that. I feel like they're gearing yourself up to know that you have the perspective available to you, the truth that you have, the ability to communicate. You have all of this ready. You are in your power, which is excellent that I see. It's time to utilize this ability, this power that you have. As you wait, it's really weird. I feel like there's a waiting period, but there's a situation that's coming up again. The Wheel of Fortune is the second time around. You have an opportunity to do something different, and you know you do. It's just that if you do you believe that you can handle it? Do you believe that you're strong enough and brave enough to handle it? To be able to get to the Four of Wands, because you're not in the area for Four of Wands at all. You're not feeling very victorious. You're not feeling like you're in a stable ground. You're not feeling very confident. I feel like you've done the work necessary to get here, but you're not feeling it. It's not there. You're not in a place of stability.